upcoming class that we have that people absolutely love in the community. It's called Sleep is a Superpower, and I'm just going to give you a couple tidbits to tease you about some of the things that you will learn. So this talk is absolutely evidence-based. I worked with a neurologist here at the hospital, and we reviewed over 450 evidence-based research studies to figure out exactly what you need to do to improve your sleep health, because sleep is so important. Not only is it good for our cardiovascular health, it helps our immune system, it affects your reproductive organs and their functioning, and it actually can help you lose weight because of two hormones that come into action when you're sleeping, gremlin and leptin. So we're going to be holding this class a couple more times coming up. In April, we'll be at Wexford Place on April 17th at 2 p.m., and we'll be at the Platte City Community Center, which is also the YMCA out in Platte City, on May 17th at 11 a.m., and I would love to see your face there. A couple of the things that I love to share when we're talking about sleep is, you're going to spend about 32 years of your life sleeping. And what people don't understand is this is when memories are made. You learn when you're sleeping. When we go to sleep, this biological function that occurs in our body, this literal brainwashing, is what you can compare to taking your car to like the dent fix-it shop, when you go and you get it all buffed out and detailed. That's what happens to our body every night when we go to sleep. And it's so important to get enough sleep. And a lot of times I get the question from people, how do I know that I'm getting enough sleep, right? I wake up a lot when I go to bed. Sometimes I wake up 2 to 3 times. And one of the things people don't realize about sleep is you don't go to sleep and stay asleep all night long. Our sleep actually occurs in cycles. So you have 4 stages of your sleep. And what happens is you have a light sleep, and you go into a deeper sleep, and then you cycle back. And that sleep cycle is called a spindle. And the spindle lasts between 70 to 90 minutes a night. And what happens is we'll have 6 to 9 spindles the whole night long. And so you may wake up and go to the bathroom, but you're still getting a good night's sleep because your body works with yourself when you're getting into that lighter sleep, and it recognizes a full bladder. And if you're getting back to sleep right after going to the bathroom, you're still getting a good night's sleep. So that's one of the most important questions to answer, is that waking up, it's okay, don't worry about it. The things that we want to teach you are how to get back to sleep if you're not able to get back to sleep. We've got 10 tried and true methods that are evidence-based that will teach you how to get back to sleep, because we've all done it. We've all woke up, looked at the clock and said, oh my gosh, if I fall asleep right now, I have 3 hours and 27 minutes till I have to wake up. That's a number one no-no. Don't do that for sure. And there's other key takeaways about darkness and 440 nanometers of light. And using, light to be a friend, using the screen covers. When I go into my bathroom at night to pick up my teeth in the brightest light of my whole entire house, I stop doing that because that bright light turns off the melatonin faucet inside my brain. So we don't want that to happen. So now I got myself a little lamp from Savers, the thrift store, and I come in to brush my teeth at night and just use that little lamp. So then my melatonin faucet just stays running, and I'm able to go to sleep and stay asleep. A couple of the other things that we'll talk about in this great class is alcohol and caffeine, and how it has a couple hidden features that people don't know about that are important to know. And so I'd love to answer any questions. If anybody has any questions that's out there, just jump on and give us the scoop on what is your burning question that you have. And if not, I'm going to keep going and talking about some of the amazing things that happen when you're sleeping. The brain itself is absolutely incredible. It is 75% water. And one thing people don't know is when you're in utero and your body is being developed, we have brain tissue in 2 parts of our body. Part of that brain tissue elongates up the spine and becomes our brain, but part of that brain stays back and it actually becomes your gut. And so that gut instinct, or I feel that, or I know that, is because that is also brain tissue. And this is where our serotonin and our dopamine and our feel-good hormones are all made. And so this is so important when we talk about sleep, that we have a healthy gut, brain health, and we have a healthy brain to be able to manufacture these feel-good hormones and keep us happy and feeling well throughout the day. So that's one unknown thing that people don't know about the brain itself. Another thing that I love to share about is that your sleep affects your cardiovascular health tremendously. There is a huge study done twice a year with billions of people, and that's daylight savings time. Most people don't realize that when you lose 1 hour of sleep, there are 24% more heart attacks the next day. And when we gain 1 hour of sleep, there is 21% less heart attacks the next day. This data is also clear with suicides and car accidents. And so knowing that just 1 hour of sleep and gaining that can help protect the heart is something that we need to keep in mind. And while the World Health Organization is going to be getting rid of daylight savings, because we've had these studies over time that show how this affects suicides, car accidents, and cardiovascular health. So just another tidbit that you can learn about at our upcoming talk, Sleep is a Superpower. We're going to be doing this a couple times, once at Wexford Place and again at the Platte County YMCA Community Center in May. And so I'd love for you to come out and join us and check us out. And if you've got any questions, just put those in the chat and I'd be happy to answer those. You know, the thing about being an ICU nurse, right, is I love science. Like everything has to be science built. And so a lot of our talks are all evidence-based. And when I created this talk with Dr. Shorten, one of our neurologists here, previous neurologist, we pulled out any data that we thought was biased. If it had a small n, we didn't look at that study. If it was funded by a medication company, we threw that data out. So this whole talk is based on science. And we're gonna give you 10 takeaway tips to improve your health. And in order to make it on the 10-tip list, it had to be proven in at least 30 studies. And so it is absolutely science-based. You can look at Insta, you can look at Facebook, and it'll have these little things of, oh, this will help you sleep good. It may not be factual, it may not be evidence-based, but come join us in this class and learn about what science says can improve your sleep. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Michelle Lane. I am from North Kansas City Hospital Meritas Health, and we would love for you to join us on our upcoming talk, Sleep is a Superpower, May 17th at 11 a.m. at